Hey, it's Rick from codewithintent.com coming at you with another video. In this one, we're going to be taking a look at how to configure a static IP address using Ubuntu 16.04 and VirtualBox. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, before we get started here, I'm here at the blog, codewithintent.com. I'll paste the link below so you can just head over there to the blog and check out the blog post. But pretty much we're going to be setting up a static IP address for Ubuntu 16.04 long-term support using VirtualBox. And before we get into here of all these things we're going to have to do, I'm going to go ahead and cover two things here real quick. So I'm going to head over to VirtualBox, and here's this machine, the one we're going to be configuring with a static IP address. And this is the one that's going to require us to have two different types of adapters. So we're going to have a NAT adapter and a host-only adapter. Now, you must be asking, Rick, why do you need two different adapters? So the NAT adapters was going to allow us to be able to talk to the internet. So this will allow us to be able to download packages, install things with Node, all that fun stuff. And then host-only adapter will allow us to SSH into that machine, so we're not using the VirtualBox little terminal they give us, so we'll be able to copy and paste things. That makes our life a little bit easier. Let's just go over to the virtual machine here, click on settings for the machine we're going to be using, click on network, make sure the adapter 1 says NAT, adapter 2 says host only and has VBoxnet.0. Now, I had a tutorial here over at Jace Academy, and this one is for, I believe, Ubuntu 14.4. It was before 15, so this is early 14.04. These are kind of the different steps that I had. This is the ones that I had documented before, which are not exactly as the ones for 16.04 because the interfaces have changed. I want to go ahead and start it, and that's going to go ahead and start the machine. I'm going to close this, start that machine there, give that a second to start, and I'm going to log in here, and I'm going to head over to Vim. So I'm going to do sudo vim/etc network interfaces, and then I'm going to look inside that file. And then here, you can see here we have two different interfaces, and these are the ones that I went ahead and edited. So the NAT interface, we want to leave that one with a DHCP, so it picks up the IP address from your machine. You don't have to do any changes there. And then for the host-only adapter, you want to change it to have these values here. So we can go here into the blog post and look at these a little bit closer. And you can see here we have the auto EN, which is the NAT interface. We don't need to touch that one. This is the one we need to look at. So you want to make sure it's named this right here. And this is going to be a static IP address. And here's the address we're going to use. I'm using 192.168.56.106. And you can pretty much use that same one or a different one. It's all up to you. And then the netmax is going to be that one there. And then once you do that, you want to go ahead and write these files out and do a sudo reboot. And that is going to go ahead and restart the machine. The machine is starting back up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the terminal, and I'm going to SSH into the machine using that IP address that we set up. 56.106, I believe that's the one we used. Yes, that's the one. And then I'm going to type my password in, and then voila, I'm in the actual machine. Yep, so that's it. That's pretty much all there is to setting up a static IP address using Ubuntu 16.04. The only thing that changed was this value right here, the name of the interfaces. They were used to be called ETH1, I believe. Yeah, you can see them right here. ETH1 and ETH0, now they're called ENP0S3 and ENP-S8. Now, before I go here, I want to go ahead and remind you to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click a little bell so you get notifications every time I release a new video. And before I go, I want to go ahead and remind you, right now I'm running a free webinar on how you can become a full stack developer. You just simply have to click on the sidebar here and click reserve your seat, type your name, type your email, click sign up, and then I'll go ahead and send you some emails about the webinar. So if you're interested in becoming a full stack developer, doing cool things like this with Ubuntu, check out the webinar, 100% free.